Hey guys, so we got this V-Jump scan for Dokkan maybe 2 days ago at this point. But I figured that I might as well do a speculation video on what we could possibly be seeing for Saiyan Day, which is March 18th, as you can see on the scan right here. This is by no means confirmed or whatever I'm going to talk about in this video, but what we see in this scan is confirmed. So I'm going to go through this really fast. I'm sure you guys at this point know what this says and know what's coming, but for the sake of people who don't, basically this is saying that on Saiyan Day, so March 18th, we're going to be getting a LR Team Bardock. So that's interesting. And the way that they explain it is it's going to be structured in a very similar way to how you can obtain the free-to-play Ginyu Force cards. So every day there's going to be a different stage available, and you can grind one of the Team Bardock members every day from that stage. So, I don't know, just for an example, let's just say this Bardock is AGL. He'll be available on Monday. His stage will be available on Monday. You can farm him, you can Dokkan Awaken him, you can get his orbs. They have their own special orbs, so you can 100% all of them in the potential system. And then Tuesday's Fasha, Wednesday's Tora, Thursday's Borgos, and Friday's Shugesh. I'm just making that up. I don't know what the days are going to be, but that's pretty much the gist of how this is going to work. And then once you have obtained all of these and done special requirements, then you can complete a mission, and then you're able to get this LR from a mission, is what this says here. Now, I don't know if that is going to be just one copy of the LR, because the way the Ginyu Force worked, I believe you got one copy that way, and then there was a different way you could get the other copies through different missions. So I assume this is saying that that's the way you get the first copy, and then there's some other ways to get the remaining copies, because obviously you need 5 to rainbow the LR. So looks pretty cool, because I mean, I was waiting for them to do a different version of like the Ginyu Force squad for a different card, and now that we got them with Bardock, that tells me that they're going to go ahead and do this for something else later on too. Maybe, I don't know. I don't even know what they could do this for. Maybe the Cooler's Armored Squadron. There aren't even 5 members of that, so that's probably not going to happen. Z Fighters, I've heard people talk about. That's possible. But this definitely opens the door up for those, because now that we've done it twice, 3 times is not out of the question. So this is what we're seeing in terms of the free-to-play aspect of Saiyan Day, and then down here it talks about this Super Battle Road. It's called Kyokugen Super Battle Road, which is the same term they use for the EZAs. So you can translate this as Extreme Super Battle Road, I guess. I translated this as Ultimate Super Battle Road. The reason why I did that is because I didn't want to call it Extreme and have people think that it means, oh, it's going to be Extreme Class Super Battle Road. No, it's not. It's not Extreme Class. It literally means like Extremity Super Battle Road. You can call it Extreme Super Battle. You can call it Ultimate Super Battle Road, whatever you want to call it. It's just sounds like it's going to be a very difficult version of Super Battle Road that's coming during the 5th anniversary. So that should be coming like within the next few days, if it's not already live by the time this video goes up. So keep your eyes open for that. I'm excited to see how hard that is. So now that we've established that we're getting this LR Team Bardock free-to-play for Saiyan Day, I want to ask you guys, let me know down below what you guys think we might see in terms of a Dokkan Fest exclusive for Saiyan Day. Just to go through what we've had in the past, I believe 4 years ago we had Super Gogeta, the Strength one, return for the first time on a banner, I think with the Strength Broly. So that was interesting. That was the first time Super Gogeta ever returned, and he was like by far the best unit in the game at the time. 3 years ago we had I think 3 years ago was Super Saiyan 3 Goku. Was it? Super Saiyan 3 Goku and Masked Saiyan? I believe it was. And then 2 years ago, it was UI Goku and Jiren. That was where that was the first time Jiren was actually obtainable, and that was when UI Goku got his Dokkan Awakening finally. And then last year we had the Transforming Vegeta unit, who transforms from Super Saiyan all the way to Super Saiyan Blue. So that's sort of the history of what we've gotten for Saiyan Day. And then last year, by the way, was the first time Saiyan Day was a shared celebration between Global and JP. So there is no confirmation whether or not this is going to be a shared celebration with Global and JP. It doesn't mention anywhere on the scan if that's the case or not, but I would imagine they're going to do that again. I find it hard to believe that they're going to do a Global and JP joint celebration one year, and then the next year they're just not going to do it again. That's probably not going to happen. So I would expect this celebration. So to be honest, I would expect these Team Bardock units down here, as well as the LR to come out on Global on Saiyan Day as well, along with whatever else we're going to get. Now, there is always the possibility that Global doesn't get the free-to-play stuff, just gets the Dokkan Fest unit, but we'll see. So, I have pulled up here a list. This is the low-class warrior category, and I think the low-class warrior category is actually a contender to get a massive, massive buff from this celebration, because as we can see here, these guys are all going to fit in the low-class warrior category. All the Team Bardock guys, you got Shugesh here, and then the rest of them are scattered throughout this list here. Got Fasha. I keep thinking for a Japanese name, it's Seripa in Japanese, Fasha in English. So I think this, even though these guys are free to play, if you guys think back to how the Ginyu Force was, like, they were actually not bad. Like, the Ginyu Force units, when they first came out during the 3-year anniversary, like, they could pretty much clear every event in the game except for like Super Battle Road. They were very, very powerful units. So I think these guys will definitely be way better versions of the Ginyu Force. So I don't know if you'll be able to clear every event with them. I don't know if you're going to be able to clear the Legendary Goku event with this team. It would be nice if you could, like, give everyone just a free-to-play team that can clear pretty much every event in the game. Like, I wouldn't be upset about that. But the issue that I have with this team right here is the fact that there's really no, like, high tier leader for this team. Like, looking at Raditz real fast, let's actually pull up Raditz here. Raditz, his leader skill does give 4 ki, which is, you know, pretty good, and then HP and defense plus 40% and attack plus 80%. That's terrible these days. That is not going to cut it. So this team really, really badly needs a leader. Like, I mean, we have LR Bardock, he's good. This Tora is decent. This Bardock's a pretty good support unit. Kid Goku's probably one of the best units on this category. Turles, also one of the best units on this category up here. And then that's pretty much all we got. I mean, there's not really much else to write home about on this team. What they could do is they could Easy A all of the Grade A Team Bardock units. Like this Shugesh could get an Easy A. And like this Fasha can get one, the Borgos can get one, and just all the Team Bardock units could get, like this Tech one, they could all get Easy A's. And the reason why that's significant is because these guys are not Grade 8 variants. And if you guys don't know, the Grade 8 variants of cards always have Giant in their name, or Giant Ape in their name. So you can actually use, for example, this Fasha alongside this Fasha, and they'll have different names. So I think these guys getting Extreme Z Awoken is actually significant, because you can use them alongside the normal version of the card, especially for Bardock, right? Because this guy's not going to be usable. Obviously, if you don't have LR Bardock, he's going to be usable, but it's going to be super hard to find the use of this guy if you have LR Bardock in your box, because LR Bardock is a summonable LR, and he's not going to be replaced by a free-to-play unit here. I just don't see that happening at all. Unless, for some reason, like, this LR requires that you have this specific unit on your team, which has never happened, because they both have the same exact name. They're both just called Bardock. Unless this guy's like a support unit that fills a certain role, like he gives your units like dodge or something, like something stupidly, absurdly busted like that, then I don't think you would ever want to use him over this guy. Like, yeah, they probably have to differentiate their roles to make the other one useful, but getting off track here a little bit, I think this team definitely needs a leader. So I think what I want to see the most from a celebration, I want to see a Dokkan Fest leader who has a dual leader skill category. That's what we've been seeing for the past, year and a half at this point. So dual category leader skill. I want to see at least one of those categories buff the low class warrior category. And then the other one could be, I really don't know. It depends what we get. But I think probably the number one, this is the pure Saiyan category, by the way, just so we can look through all the Saiyans, because we know for sure that the Dokkan Fest exclusive is going to be in this category, pure Saiyans. What I think is the most likely unit to come out of this is a Super Saiyan Bardock card. I think it is pretty, like, Super Saiyan Bardock is a pretty popular character just overall, and I think it's pretty surprising to me that we don't have like a very top tier version of this card. We have a pretty good version of Super Saiyan 3 Bardock because he's fairly new, and then actually take a look at his disambiguation here. I actually had it pulled up already. The Super Saiyan Bardocks that are in the game right now, they're not great. I would say maybe I think the physical one is probably the best one. It's weird this guy doesn't have a Dokkan Awakening. This guy's so... Oh wait, no, never mind. He awakens into this guy. Never mind. Yeah, what am I thinking? Okay, so this Bardock I think is the best Super Saiyan Bardock in the game, which is saying a lot because he's not great anymore. They could give us a Super Saiyan 2 Bardock. There's only one in the game. He's okay. He's not great. But it's just, I don't think, like, when people think about Bardock, they think either, you know, regular Bardock or Super Saiyan Bardock. So, I don't think we're going to get another LR Bardock, that's just base form, because that would completely make this guy irrelevant. I think a Super Saiyan Bardock, you know, a very powerful TUR, Dokkan Fest exclusive, Super Saiyan Bardock, maybe his active skill is just like one of the moves he used on Chilled, like where he just like punched him around or whatever. I think that would be cool to see. It could also just, you know, there's so many different possibilities they can throw out here too. Like, what if it's a Super Saiyan Bardock who transforms into Super Saiyan 3 Bardock? Like a Super Saiyan Bardock with active skill, he just goes into Super Saiyan 3. Another possibility is, what if you get a Mass Saiyan who transforms into Super Saiyan 3 Bardock? Or what if they do Super Saiyan 3 Mass Saiyan? He's actually a character in Heroes. I don't remember if he was in Xenoverse or not. He might have been. There is a Super Saiyan 3 Mass Saiyan in Heroes. So they could find a way to sneak him in as a Dokkan Fest exclusive if they wanted to do that. But I think just looking through all the Bardock units, and the reason why I think Bardock is the most likely is just because of the Team Bardock here. It could be something else entirely. I'm not sure, but I think we most likely will end up seeing a Super Saiyan Bardock. It just makes the most sense to me. It's a pretty big hole in the game that we don't have a Dokkan Fest exclusive top tier, like, balls to the wall Super Saiyan Bardock card in the game. That was one of the first, like, big units that Legends put out, and Dokkan has not touched that yet. So yeah, that's what I'm thinking for Bardock. And then I just wanted to go through the rest of the, well, not the rest, because there's so many Pure Saiyans, but like a decent amount of the Pure Saiyans that we have here, and think of if there's anything that we were missing or not. We could get a standalone Evolution Blue Vegeta. We don't have one yet. I don't think they're going to do Vegeta again for Saiyan Day, 2 years in a row. I don't know. I don't think so. Transforming Vegeta obviously got. We could get a Kaioken Goku. Okay, so here's my thinking on Kaioken Goku. I think if they're going to do a Dokkan Fest exclusive Kaioken Goku from Saiyan Day, from the Saiyan Saga, they're going to want to do that at the same time as a Grade 8 Vegeta. Because I was thinking about this, and I was initially thinking that a really high possibility would be to get a Grade 8 Vegeta unit for Saiyan Day as a Dokkan Fest exclusive from the Saiyan Saga. And then he would come along with the EZAs for all the Grade 8 Team Bardock units, because that would make the Grade 8 team really good. If all of these guys got an EZA, and then the Dokkan Fest exclusive Grade 8 Vegeta was a giant category leader, and maybe like a support unit for that team too, so that it just became really, really powerful all of a sudden. But it's just like, if they're going to do that Grade 8 Vegeta, they're definitely going to pair him up with the Kaioken Goku, because we don't have, again, a mega, like, ultra powerful Kaioken Goku in the game. So I think if they're going to do that, they're probably going to be together in a double Dokkan Fest. That's what I'm thinking. Maybe they won't. Maybe they think that they're not hype enough as a pair of units to be in a double Dokkan Fest, but I think that's crazy that people even think that. Everything else I think is pretty self-explanatory. I don't think we're getting another Broly. We have like 4 trillion Brolys. They could do a full power Super Saiyan Broly from Dragon Ball Super Broly movie. I guess that wouldn't be out of the question, because we don't have him in the game yet either, and a lot of people were thinking we'd get him for the 5th year anniversary, and that didn't happen. So it's possible. I'm not going to rule that out. I just think it's less likely than something like a Bardock or a Grade 8 Vegeta. Like, this is the guy I'm talking about. This guy is the best. This is the only Grade 8 Vegeta we have in the game. Like, come on. Give us something to do at least. Kid Goku, we already have a good one. Super Saiyan 3 Bardock we talked about. Super Saiyan 2 Goku, we just got one that's an angel. I don't think we're going to do they would ever do a regular Super Saiyan 2 Goku. That doesn't make any sense. I mean, that's pretty much it, right? There aren't really that many Saiyans to actually talk about. I mean, Broly we talked about. Vegeta, Evolution Blue Vegeta is the one I could see, or Grade 8 Vegeta. Goku. I don't think they would. There's any Gokus they would put out for Saiyan Day. Maybe a Mastered UI Goku, but there's no way they would do that for Saiyan Day. That Mastered UI Goku, like a standalone Mastered UI Goku, that's like anniversary level or download celebration level of the unit. So that's what I'm thinking for this celebration. I think any kind of Bardock is the most likely, and then maybe a Grade 8 Vegeta second most likely, with the outside chance of a Kaioken Goku, but I don't think they would do that. It's just maybe like a... See, the fact that they released this Super Saiyan Goku, it's... I feel like he's obviously insanely good, but I think that the fact that they did this means that they're not going to release another one for a super, super long time. Because this guy has probably the most famous name in Dragon Ball, just as his name, Super Saiyan Goku. And they give it to the Android 13 movie Goku. It's a little bit weird. Like, Bye Guys Goku is definitely more hype than this guy, I think. Definitely Namek Goku. Like, if they went a standalone Namek Super Saiyan Goku, like a Bakayaro Goku, like, that would be crazy hype for Saiyan Day. But I don't think they're going to do that because of the fact that they released this guy. I might be wrong. They might just go ahead and do it anyway. I mean, this guy's literally, like, insanely busted, so I don't know if they would do that. But yeah, that's what I'm thinking. You know, Bardock most likely, and I think where's the Bardock disambiguation? Oh, here it is. So definitely here, maybe here. I don't think Super Saiyan 2 Bardock is like super hype. Maybe here. I think Mass Saiyan. If we don't get a Dokkan Fest exclusive Mass Saiyan, I think we could at least see one of two things: either an Easy 8 for this one that already exists, or we can get another Mass Saiyan that's like a secondary banner unit on whatever we get as the main Dokkan Fest exclusive. We can also see a Chilled come out, right? If we do a Super Saiyan Bardock, because Chilled is also a character in this game that doesn't get much representation at all. So I don't think they would ever release Chilled as a Dokkan Fest exclusive. By the way, I was asked this, I think last week on a stream, if I think that they would ever do a Super Saiyan Bardock versus Chilled Dual Dokkan Fest. I don't think so, because Chilled would never sell. Like, even me, like, I'm a Frieza fan, like, fanatic, off the charts fanatic for Frieza and Cooler. And even me, like, I wouldn't be super hyped for Chilled. It's just, he was, like, in a special, like, I've seen him do maybe 2 attacks, like, ever. Just not hyped for him. It's just, I don't know anything about him, know what he does. He's just a midget space pirate who looks like Frieza. That's literally all he is. Who got destroyed by Bardock in like 2 hits. So I don't think Chilled would be Dokkan Fest exclusive worthy at all. I think we could see him as a secondary unit if they're going to do that. Because actually, let's see if we can pull Chilled up here. I don't even know how I would even get there from here. Let me just see if I can figure this out. Where's Pure Saiyans? Yeah, I don't know how I would even find that. There's a tech Chilled, I believe. He's like super old. I'm not gonna be able to find it from here. Oh, maybe I will. No, this is by title. Nah, it's not gonna happen. There is like, I believe 2 Chills in the entire game. The tech one and then the int one. And they just like, no one likes Chilled, so we're not gonna print him as a summonable character. But yeah, that's pretty much going to wrap this one up. I rambled for a pretty long time in this one. Let me know down below what you guys think is going to come for Saiyan Day in terms of a summonable Dokkan Fest exclusive unit. Could be an LR. I don't think so. I think Saiyan Day is not super, super hype, but it is pretty hype. If they're going to do a global and JP combined celebration, it's going to be hype no matter what. So, hope you guys enjoyed this one, and hopefully we get that Super Saiyan Bardock. I'll see you all in the next one.